Hey, good morning YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a couple weeks since I made a video of the garden. This video is just gonna show you guys progress. Not too big of a harvest today. We're gonna harvest a little bit of things, but all in all, I'm just showing you guys the progress of the garden. Got my coffee with me, my bucket. All right, ready, set, go. Okay, before I go to anything, I'm pretty sure it's one of my first videos, first or second, I talked about a aloe vera plant, a guacamole plant, or an avocado plant that I wanted to try with hydroponics, and had in the greenhouse right here forever and forgot about it. And I came out yesterday morning and it was like this. I think the last time I saw it, the stem was barely out the seed, but it's, I can put it in the cup, and that's what it looks like inside the cup. Root system, pretty awesome, right? Got my cactus plant, Christmas cactus. I took some off this plant and I'm actually rehabbing, if you will, someone else's cactus. So I'd say the main stem, I've been working really diligent on this thing right here. So the main stem right here, all this stuff above here, so under this right here is all new growth, and this guy right here came from that pot, and also this guy over here came from that pot as well. So threw some companions in there to make it look more appealing, you know, more foliage, and they're responding. Dragon plants. A strawberry plant that came back from last year, it didn't really do so much. It produced one strawberry and that's all. But I'm gonna let it die off, and it'll probably most likely come back again next year. I'm gonna let it die off and let it come back, and I'm gonna switch the soil. Cabbage back here. I've been struggling with my brassicas just because of the heat. I believe yesterday it was 100 degrees yesterday, and the days before that it's been 90, 80s, you know, up there in the high 80s, high 90s. So all of my brassicas have been struggling. I was just gonna let them die off, but I want to try. So I put majority of them in a shaded spot just to see how they would do. And I got the rest of them over here. This is the shaded spot I'm talking about. Got some 7 dust on top of my plants, if you guys are wondering what the white stuff is, and that's because it's cabbage looper season. I came out here one day and there were at least 8 or 9 on this little guy right here, and the leaves, I had leaves that extended out big as my hand. These leaves are, trying to find a plant, this is almost the size of my hand. Little plant right here. But all in all, I think I'm gonna transport all of my brassicas into the shade. Right here we have some pak choi seeds, bok choy, whatever you prefer. So I'm gonna take those down gently because I tried to do it the other day and about broke the the whole thing, and the seeds, a lot of seeds came out. So I'm gonna snip this. I'm doing this with one hand, so pray for me. Oh, one just fell. It's okay. Can you hear that? Seeds are inside. Right here, some bok choy. Here's my spinach and kohlrabi plant that never rounded out. It's just a straight stem. Maybe I didn't give it enough room. But my kohlrabi right here, we're gonna harvest all three. Man, these mosquitoes are terrible. Jesus Christ. We're gonna little small guy. Sorry if my camera skills are bad. I'm doing this with one hand. I'm gonna take this guy right here. That's probably the best one I've grown out of the 1, 2, 3, 4. And this little runt down here. Here we go. My first time actually growing kohlrabi, and I'm not disappointed at the harvest. I know these things can get a lot bigger than what these look like, but like I said, for the first time around, you know, I'm satisfied. See the other two. This is like an egg, the same exact size as an egg. All the greens going inside the compost. Malabar spinach. A lot of these leaves are small to mediocre, so they're just perfect. Just perfect. Not too slimy. And I also got some seeds producing. I believe that's what it is. Flowers or seeds. But they're everywhere. Everywhere. So, I'm gonna harvest some Malabar spinach. It looks like it's gonna be the last time I'm going to be harvesting spinach. I don't know if they outgrew the container or they're just at the end of their cycle. But I want to get that chopped down. Also, the bok choy. This is also starting to seed. This thing has died. I wouldn't say died, but it's just been dried out by the sun, the intense heat so many times, and it just grows back stronger every single time. You see it's trying to flower, but it's still putting out green, dark green leaves. I had one the other day, and oh my goodness, amazing. So let's do it. Spinach, Malabar spinach. Got enough to last me for a couple weeks. Gotta go get the bok choy. Alright, got her all cut up. Bok choy leaves. 12 leaves in total. Compost pile. Here's my cabbages I was experimenting with. Say couple weeks ago, because of the heat, I was just gonna let these things go. They didn't even have a chance in the shade, so I just basically gave up on them. And then a part of me just said, you know what, just deal with it and make the best of it. So gave these guys some fertilizer last week. You can see the sun damage. That looks kind of bad, but now they look like they're starting to grow. I can't even remember the order of the soil I use for these plants, but I know this one is straight Miracle-Gro. In fact, the tags are in here. Oh, they're not. But maybe by the time I make a next video, they'll be ready to harvest, hopefully. Tomato plant. Cherry tomato plant. This thing's grown pretty tall. It's bearing fruits, but some of them tend to fall off. Just like these down here. I don't know if it's the soil problem or not, but right here I have my cucumber plant, and look how green that is. Foliage is super green. And I got some buddies to harvest. Let's see. Cucumber right here. I'm gonna try to get this with one hand. Trusty scissors. I don't want to snatch it off the plant. Here's one. This is my first actual decent sized cucumber I've grown ever. So personal achievement, kudos to me. Yeah. And we have, pretty sure we have another one. As a matter of fact, we do have another one. Just one more. Oh, come on, watch out. One right here. There's a one back there that I'm gonna let grow out a little bit. The two cucumbers from the harvest. Here's a plastic water bottle, so you can guys get a general size of the cucumbers. Pretty much, they're roughly the same size. Actually, as a matter of fact, they are the same size. First cucumbers. Okay, that's pretty much it I have for a harvest. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do anything with this cabbage plant right here. I ran out of space and soil. I mean, if it stays alive the whole summer, then I'll use it for my fall crops. Parsley, not grown in yet. And I forgot to tell you guys that there's 3 plants back here. Collard, broccoli, and collard were oh wait, actually I just transplanted these into different containers. I'm sorry. So all 3 of these got into bigger containers. That's been in the same container. This is the only hydroponic plant I have left, and its flowers are just dropping. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's not really producing any fruit. I use General Hydroponics, and I upped the blossom solution, and I mean, it has little buds on it, but they develop and then they fall off. So I'm gonna check my roots. Roots are not as white, but I mean, yeah, some white ones right there. But if this doesn't bear any fruits, I'll just keep it in hydroponics, bring it inside, and next year it'll be pretty much a beast. Oh. Front yard garden. This is my sweet potato tower. This thing was pretty small the last time I showed you guys, the last time I made a video, and now it's growing up and up and up. I got 3 bamboo sticks. I just wrapped some cucumber trellis around it very tightly. Not extremely tight, but enough to support the sticks. And there you have it. Beautiful. Got my tomato plant over here, Mr. Stripey. It's not doing, I don't know, my leaves are curling. They're curling up, not down, but they're curling up, and I don't know. And the top leaves are suffering, so I don't know what's going on. I have to do a little bit of research to figure it out. And it's not, I mean, it has flowers on it, but the flowers are not blooming, or they're not, you know, they're not popping. These flowers look kind of healthy. I'll try to, I can't get it. Oh, there we go. These flowers look kind of healthy, but the fruit's just not coming out. Have a cherry tomato, lots of tomatoes right here. Cut the stem because it was dying back, and a sucker emerged right here, and it has flowers on it, so that's a good thing. Here's my lemon boy variety, doing good, doing good, doing good. And we have a sod. Oh, it's on the other side. Hold on. Got some fruit from the lemon boy. Very excited. Pepper plants. We have the little sweet pepper plant. Whew, look at this plant. Got some fruit right there. There's some more fruit up in here. Yeah, but dude, there's flowers everywhere. Look at all those. Try to get a top view. Oh, that's better. Flowers right here. Right there. There's a lot of foils to see all the flowers, but they're in here. And next to it I have a tangerine orange. Now these peppers have been on here for a while. Let me try to separate these pepper plants. But they're not turning orange. Mainly these guys down here. The guy in the middle. You can see the peppers. There's a guy down there. Back down there hiding. Another guy in front of it. Other side of the pepper plant. Orange bell. Not a pepper in sight, but it is trying to spit out some buds. Banana pepper plant. Look at that. I think this one's getting a little bit old, or maybe that's blossom enrod. I'm having the same thing on a pepper plant. Oh, the same one. I believe that's blossom enrod. Don't know for sure, but we got some banana peppers to harvest. They're all in here. This is what I got as far as peppers. There's more over here on the back side, maybe about 4. They're all growing. I'm just gonna leave those on there so they can develop a little bit longer. Yeah. My onions, I didn't even, my onions don't look as big for the number of weeks since my last video, but I didn't know what to fertilize onions with, and one of the guys I follow on YouTube, he fertilizes his onions with phosphate. So I went to the store, got some phosphate, and applied it last week, and the growth of the onions, especially this one. It's went up a lot for the number of days I've had it in total. Got some more over here. And so they're moving along a little bit. Got my potatoes, red, Kennebec, and Yukon Gold. Yeah. In here, and the foliage is looking like it's dying back. It's not dry, it's a little moist. And the foliage doesn't look too happy. Some flowers right there. I'm thinking this is going to be ready in a couple days. I'm going to cut the foliage down in a couple days to and I'm gonna just let them sit in the container for another couple, maybe a week or so, and then I'll do a harvest. These are my carrots right here. First time actually doing good with carrots so far. But I believe this is the short and stubby carrots, and this is the kaleidoscope carrots. Foliage looking green, very beautiful. Been giving these guys fish emulsion and some hydroponic solution from time to time. Alright guys, that's it for my video. Here's my harvest. I hope you guys liked the video. Guys got any questions, suggestions, or just constructive criticism, hey, put it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Peace.